right.
That was correct.
Not down here, you're not.
Was
Because there's a protest going on. You cannot have that at a
display in the
protest.
protest. Understood.
Correct.
So where's the boundary of the protest?
It is all over.
Yeah, on. You got another side of the crowd.
Let me give you a piece of advice. I understand what you're doing, all right? And yes, it is legal constitutionally to carry a weapon around. It is not illegal to do it at a protest, you know that. This is not a good place to have it tonight, all right? And that's just on a common sense level. Because there's a lot going on here tonight. There's a lot of violence. There's a lot of people assaulting police officers with weapons of all kinds, and obviously we're retaliating with less than lethal munitions, but there are lethal munitions available in the event it goes that way. You do not want to get caught up in a situation of confusion because you have that down here and wind up getting yourself shot and killed or hurt or something in that regard. Does that make sense?
It does.
So obviously we have the legal authority to keep you from taking it down here. I would ask you on a personal level to not be down here with that for that reason. Is that fair?
It is, but I'm a little confused as to why it's being enforced tonight and it wasn't being enforced 2 weeks ago. Protesters were down and doing the same thing.
Why. So that was not a planned protest. That was actually just a display of firearms peacefully, because you can't have people chanting, signs, nobody saying anything. That's a protest. What was done with the open carry was just people just silently walking around. It's a display only, and it was very clear what the rules were. No signs, no chanting, no amplified stuff, just what's going on here. So if you were to go down here and be mixed in with that, that's a protest. What was going on the other day was not. Okay, so that's the difference.
I understand that, and in terms of the registration and things of that nature, it being a protest, it's a registered protest. I think they have to get a permit or something like that from the city, correct? So
this is also escalating into a riot, not just a protest.
Well, of course.
So take that into account as well.
Sure. So that's the difference. I understand that, but I also don't understand why when those people represent themselves online as it being a protest, and then when you pass along the information that you just did, if they're just doing a silent display of firearms, and they talk about themselves and represent themselves as a protest. So it just becomes an unregistered protest. The Reopen NC movement.
Right.
Reopen NC.
Yes.
No weapons were allowed. Two different things. You had the Second Amendment people that did march around with their weapons, and they were allowed to because it was not a protest. They weren't chanting, they weren't saying anything. And I don't know if you were part of that or not.
No.
Okay, so that's why that was allowed. Reopen NC is a scheduled protest that was documented and everything as a protest, therefore no weapons. And the weapons that did show up were enforced and they had to go put them away. So this being a bona fide protest, scheduled the whole nine, which is turning into something else,
Understood.
is they can't mix.
Okay.
So
Thank you
that's
for explaining
why. So I
that
don't
to
want
me.
you to
I
get
appreciate
arrested
that.
or anything.
No, of course not. I don't want to break the law.
Yeah. So
That was not my aim out here, was to come and break the law.
The law is one part of it. Like I said, on a personal level, I'm asking you as man to man to not be down here with that tonight just because of all the confusion that's going on. Because you're going to put yourself in danger and us, right? Because we're not going to know who you are and what your intention is, and if you're associated with this crowd. Anybody that shows up out here tonight, because this thing is going all over the place. If we're enforcing it, no weapons at all anywhere near the protests. And like he said, we were here for the Reopen NC and the 2A stuff, and they never intermingled. Like, we knew who was where and when because we were kind of hanging out with them, following, watching, and they knew. The guys with the 2A knew not to get anywhere near the protest because they were going to be, we told them ahead of time, look, if you get anywhere near the protest, this is what's going to happen. We're going to have to take enforcement action because it's illegal.
Understood.
So we let them do what they wanted to do. But tonight is just not a good night for that. This is not a peaceful protest. They're already trying to storm the governor's mansion and take down the gates. This is turning into a violent situation, and it's not a good place to be misunderstood with a weapon like that.
Okay.
Because the least worst case scenario is you get arrested and your weapons get taken and confiscated, or worst case scenario is you get hurt.
Understood.
So, like I said, I'm pleading with you on a personal level to just not even have it down here tonight.
I appreciate you taking the time to explain it to me.
Okay.
I really do. So I'll head back to my car
and
and put everything away.
At this point, are you going to take off?
I'm going to head back down to my car and put things away. I may come back depending on what I see and here in terms of the activity going down there. If it is devolving into a riot, then no, I'm just going to go home. But if it remains, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
we've
when
already-
I left home, all I saw was a peaceful protest.
Yeah, we've already popped gas a few times,
Okay.
and we're gonna just don't let anybody see you put that in your car, and lock it in the trunk if you can.
Yes, that's right. I keep it in the trunk.
Yeah, I don't want somebody breaking into your car to get it because
Yeah.
I know it's out here.
Right, understood.
All right.
Okay,
Thank you. Have a good night.
Social distance.
Whatever.
Have a good one.
Gotcha. Take care.